embracing the spectrum of emotions. And so it is. Life moves on and on and on. I am, but what am I? Who am I? Why am I really here? We hear you, our brother, our sister. We feel you. Embrace your confusion, your uncertainty. Embrace what you feel always. Yes, we have told you that many times before, and we feel the doubt you are feeling about this matter. We understand how difficult it is to embrace or even accept the darker, less comfortable feelings. And we know many tell you that you don't have to give in to the lower and slower feelings. But unfortunately, that is not truth. That is not how it works. We have told you before that feelings are truth, and yet you don't want to accept that truth when it feels uncomfortable. We certainly understand why you want to do so. You believe life is all about finding happiness, joy, bliss, and love. And when you find it, you want it all of the time. We wish that could occur for you in human form, but it cannot. Yes, we repeat, it cannot. It does occur in life, but not in your duality. It occurs always in the spirit world. That is why Source chose to create your duality, the place where all, and we repeat all, the whole spectrum of emotion could be experienced. Not only could be experienced, but would be experienced. In order to know itself better, Source created a place where the full spectrum of emotion would always be present. Since this place called Earth is the place of free choice, it is not mandatory that you feel this full spectrum of emotion. That has always been and always will be your choice. And for whatever reason, many, possibly most of your world, has chosen to deny or escape from or suppress or run away from a very important part of that emotional spectrum. Of course, you know we are referring to the lower and slower, the uncomfortable, the unpleasant feelings. Many of you have engaged the assistance of your minds to allow you to escape from those undesirable feelings. You thought if you allowed your mind to protect you, then you could avoid the discomfort that comes with these lower vibrational feelings. You practiced diligently to avoid these feelings and have mastered the art of disconnection. For you see, you cannot stop feeling, but you can disconnect from what you feel. But in so doing, you are disconnecting from your truth. For feelings are truth. And so you have chosen to live a lie, cutting yourself off from your truth. These very feelings you run away from serve a purpose, a very important purpose. But by cutting yourself off from them, by denying them, you miss out on an important part of life. The answer is to stay and face up to life, all of life. And to do so in the duality, one must learn to accept the lower and slower, the uncomfortable feelings. Is it easy? No, of course not. And thus you come back over and over again as you try in human form to accept what we often refer to as the darkness, the unpleasant feelings. How can you learn to accept what does not feel good when at your essence you are only the higher and faster, the feel-good vibrations, the light? And of course, that is the human struggle, to learn the art of accepting that which does not feel good, to master the duality. We hear you cry out, but we have tried. It is so difficult. It is so challenging. to accept what does not feel good when all we aspire to, all we chase in life is to feel good? Is our struggle really all about accepting the darkness, that which feels uncomfortable? And what happens when we accept those dark feelings that you say we cannot escape? And we say to you that then and only then will you master the duality. Then and only then will you receive what you have been searching for many times in many lifetimes. You will finally experience complete and utter peace, harmony, tranquility, understanding, and of course, you will finally comprehend unconditional love. Just as Source loves all, you must accept and even embrace your all. And part of your all is the lower and slower, the darkness. Can you help us cope, accept, and even embrace these darker feelings? Because it seems so challenging to us. The answer lies in understanding and finally embracing feelings. They are not permanent. They are fleeting. They are energy in motion, meant to be experienced to the fullest. They are in and of the moment, and yet you believe the more unpleasant they feel, the longer they will stay. Accept and allow. No more and no less. Learn to feel the discomfort without judgment and without censoring. Do not be afraid of the unpleasant and that which does not feel good. Do not be afraid of the fear, the anger, the frustration, the boredom, the mistrust, the depression, the hatred, the anxiety, the ugliness, the guilt, and the shame. Do not be afraid of anything you feel, because when you do so, you are denying life. Accept the fullness of your human life, and by that we mean your light and your darkness. You have been created within a duality that will not, and we repeat, will not let you be at all times only one aspect of the duality. You must be both. You must experience both. And so the only way to minimize your suffering is to choose how you will respond to your darkness. The sooner you figure out a way to accept all that does not feel good, the sooner you will dilute your suffering. For pain will exist in your duality. There is no option. It is your response to the pain that creates the suffering. So learn to accept. And we have said before, to accept does not mean to enjoy or even welcome, but accept it nonetheless. As you accept all of you, your wholeness, you will feel a sense of peace that very few humans have ever truly experienced. So practice when the darkness descends upon you. Learn to accept it. Learn to love it, even if you don't like it. Know that it is you, a part of you, and don't run away from it. For unfortunately, your fear of the darkness keeps you small. Your fear of the darkness takes away your power because you believe this darkness is separate from you. But you are darkness just as you are light. You are both. That is the essence of the duality. The paradox, of course, is that the more you deny your darkness, the more likely it is to come forth without your knowing. It will come forth when you least expect it, and often will be directed at the ones you truly love. Denying it does not make it go away, but often gives it more strength. The more you accept your darkness, the more you will be able to choose how you show up when it descends upon you. So by finally accepting your personal duality, your darkness and your light, you will be able to live in peace and harmony. You will be able to unconditionally love yourself fully all of the time. You will accept your humanness as well as your divinity. For at that point, the point of finally accepting your light and your darkness, you will be able to respond consciously to what is coming your way. Unfortunately, by denying your darkness, it shows up anyway, and you are afraid, and so it has more power. Your power resides only in your choice. By denying your darkness, you give up your choice, and thus your power. The duality exists. You cannot make it go away. Source created it on your planet, and only Source can take it away. Your only power can come from your choice. And by not accepting your darkness, you have given away your choice, and thus your power.